Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. And you can click Submit Strawberry Letter. And you never know, we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Could be yours.
Yeah. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, he won't stay out of my stuff. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 46-year-old married woman, and this is my second marriage. When I was dating my new husband, he loved wearing my house shoes around the house, even though his feet hang off the back. Then he started wearing my bathrobe until I got him a big comfy one like I have. I'm not even a big woman, so it had to be uncomfortable. The moment we moved in together, he was in everything of mine. He plunders and goes through my stuff, and I'll find important things misplaced because he's used them. I can't ever find my nail clippers and files because he takes them to work with him, or they're left in his car. He's growing his hair out, so he wears these little annoying twists in his head, and he uses all of my shampoo, conditioner, and styling products because he needs his hair moisturized, or so he says. I have encouraged him many times to go to Walmart and get his own things, but he's stubborn and says it's easier to use mine. When I started a diet, he ate all of the meal prep I did. He has no limits, and no matter how much I yell and scream at him, it's like living with a child. My own kids don't touch my things, and I need him to learn to keep his hands to himself. This leads me to the biggest problem. He likes to spoon every night, and it was cute at first, but now it's a problem because once again, he's in my stuff. Yes, yeah. He has to have his hand on it to fall asleep. Can you imagine how awkward this is for me? He's all in my space and in my stuff day and night. How do I get some sort of separation from him without causing a big rift in my marriage? I should have stopped it from the beginning. What do I do now?
Hold it.
Whoa.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, you should have stopped it in the beginning. I don't know. At first, I thought this letter was going to be about cross-dressing, and then it just kind of changed for me. You didn't stop him in the beginning, but how could you have known it would be this bad? I mean, there are, of course, worse things in life, but he is like a spoiled brat kid. He's all over the place. What did he bring to the marriage? Did he have any does he have anything? It doesn't sound like he does. He's also lazy. He's disrespectful. He's inconsiderate. He's selfish. I mean, lazy because he won't get his own hair products. That's simple. You know, like you say, just go down to the Walmart and pick yourself up something. Disrespectful. He's in your things without asking you. You know, you can't find him when you're looking for him. You've asked him to stop. He won't. He's inconsiderate, selfish. He doesn't care how this makes you feel. He's just walking all over you with no... what is with this guy? He needs to understand that even in marriage, there are boundaries. There's boundaries everywhere. Your spouse needs to still be respectful and ask you to use your things. I mean, it is very childish and stupid. I agree with you there. So I say treat him like a child and put him on punishment until he can leave your stuff alone. No spooning, no hands on your stuff. Like you say, no hands on it. And you have to mean it this time. I say stop putting yourself second. Stand up for yourself. You gotta, you scream and yell at him, but he doesn't hear you. But you gotta make him hear you. Your husband is wrong. You're letting him get away with this stuff. Steve?
Shirley, you said something. You said when you first read the letter, you thought it was about cross-dressing. And I did too.
Yeah.
And after reading the whole letter, I still think the same thing that I thought initially.
What?
That's what the hell I'm going. That's the route I'm going right here. Yeah, I still think it's about some cross-dressing. And I got proof in the whole letter. Something going on here. Now, you 46-year-old married woman. This your second marriage. This to your new husband. And before you got married, he loved wearing your house shoes around the house, even though his feet hang off the back. Now, she later on says she's not a large woman, so this is a small woman, regular size. You know, she ain't no big girl, what she's saying. But, so you got small feet. I can't even put my toes in Marjorie's house shoes. I can't even get my toes in there. I can't get through the opening of none of her house shoes. Because my feet too wide. Mm-hmm. Now, somehow he done managed to slide in your house shoes and where they just hanging off the back. So I'm assuming this ain't a big man either. Well, he's bigger than you. Then he started wearing your bathrobe until I got him a big comfy one like I have. I'm not even a big woman, so it had to be uncomfortable. So now he can put your bathrobe on and he can wear your house shoes. Okay. Then you said I'm not even a big woman, so it had to be uncomfortable. The moment we moved in together, he has everything of mine. He plunders and goes through my stuff. I'll find important things misplaced because he's used them. This cross-dressing. He plunders through my things. This don't sound familiar to you? This don't sound like a story we've heard in the news recently over the years? It started like that at their house, too. Just little wearing dresses and stuff. And next thing you know,
yeah, whole outfit.
We was a major news item. And I'm not even going to get into it because of political correctness. And nobody's going to be able to say Steve was bashing anybody, because I'm not. I'm just making you aware of a familiar story you may have heard. Mm-hmm. Huh?
All right, hang on. Stop it right there.
I got more ways to bring it about. I'll be dropping more clues right after this.
We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject, he won't stay out of my stuff. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Life is unpredictable, but protecting your family doesn't have to be complicated. Globe Life helps families secure their future with simple, affordable life insurance. There's no medical exam, just a simple application. With rates starting as low as $3.49 a month, Globe Life insurance is easy to buy. Call Globe Life today at 1-800-251-5400 or visit globeliferadio.com. That's 1-800-251-5400 or globeliferadio.com.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter so we can finish up your response. He won't stay out of my stuff is the subject.
He won't stay out of my stuff. This sounds like a very familiar story. This ain't common for us that's in marriages and relationship, but when you hear this, it reeks of familiarity. It's your husband. He loves walking around the house in your stuff. Now, Shirley said at first she thought this letter was about cross-dressing, and then she went on, it was about other stuff. I'm thinking it's about cross-dressing the whole doggone letter through. And I'm explaining to you why. He got your house shoes on. Somehow he could fit his toes in there, and they just hang off the back. Then he can wear your bathrobe around the house. And then he wears everything of yours. He plunders and goes through my stuff, and I'll find important things misplaced. He's used them. I've heard of men who wear their wife's clothes. I've heard of men who put their wife's dresses on and then wear their dresses and clothes. And you just said he plunders through everything you got. There's more to this story right here, lady. I can't even find my nail clippers and files because he take them to work with him. Who do that? What man take his wife's nail clippers and files to work with him? Who? I ain't never heard that before. But I know someone who did it. This story is sounding familiar. Why, I have more clues. He's growing his hair out. Uh-oh. That's the other sign. He's growing his hair out. So he wears these little annoying twists in his head, and he uses all of my shampoo, conditioner, and styling product because he needs his hair moisturized, or so he says. He's growing his hair out. He using your nail products. He wear your clothes. And he growing his hair out. You're not going to be able to write in on Steve Harvey. I'm too smart for this here. But all I am asking you is, this don't sound familiar? I bet your husband probably real athletic, too. You know, could be. Still got these house shoes on and he's growing his hair and using your nail products and all this here. And you know, it just sounds familiar to me. And I'm not getting in trouble with this here because I would never. What I'm not finna do, say nobody's name or be talking about nobody's lifestyle. That ain't my business. You do what you want to do. But once you in your wife's closet and growing your hair out and doing your nails, all this here, I'm just saying. Now let's try to move on. Now, you've encouraged him to go to Walmart and get his own things, but he's stubborn. He says it's easy to use mine. When I started a diet, now, hold up now, just said you wasn't a big girl. Now, when I started a diet, now some truth starting to come out now. Maybe these house shoes is a little bit bigger than I thought. Maybe really? He could wear this robe. I'm just saying, there's some stuff in this letter. I'm just reading the letter. I'm just pulling out the fact. When I started a diet, now you just said you wasn't a big girl, so I don't know, all of a sudden, now we on a diet now. And he ate all the meal preps I did. He has no limits, and no matter how much I yell and scream at him, it's like living with a child. My own kids do not touch my things. I need him to learn to keep his hands himself. And then here we go to the biggest problem. He likes to spoon every night, and it was cute at first, but now it's a problem because once again, he's in my stuff. Yes, he has to have his hand on it to fall asleep. That's got to be very uncomfortable. No, you don't. I'm going to tell you right now, somebody try to put their hand on your stuff every night while you sleep, it's going to be a problem. And I'm trying to sleep here. Fingernails cutting across me. If you don't get your hands over there on yourself, what you're not finna do is be fondling me and I'm trying to go to sleep.
Wait, what?
Fingernails and everything all over here. I'm trying to go to sleep. It's kind of hard to go to sleep and breathe hard at the same time. But I get nervous. Nails is around me. Now you in here. Yeah, fondling me and I'm trying to go to sleep. You got fingernails. Get your nails. Get your nails.
I kind of like it.
Can you imagine how awkward this is for me? He's all in my space and in my stuff all day and night. How do I get some sort of separation from him without causing a big rift in my marriage? I should have stopped this from the beginning, but what do I do now? Well, you said this is your second marriage. I'm thinking probably going to have to start looking at a third. Yeah. I'm thinking right now, after listening and reading this letter, if you don't get away from this man, he gonna be up at y'all's church doing church announcements as someone else.
Whoa.
Because, you know, after they do put all the clothes on and grow their hair out, you know, they do get invited places to speak. So you gonna look up at church and your husband gonna be doing church announcements instead of Sister Roslyn.
All right. Hit us up on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM to comment on today's Strawberry
have
Letter.
On the same dress Sister Roslyn had.
Also, check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand.
What I see happen.
Now, coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
Hi, my name is Carlos Miller, and I'm Chico Bean.
And I'm the fool with the tattoo.
I can't call it. This your man, Cedric the Entertainer, and you're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's my dog.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.